What do you want to talk about?
Whatever we want. I've got topics for days. I'm so call it Topicana.
Fresh squeezed.
Andy, you ready to squeeze them?
I already am right. Squeezing them right now.
Because you beat
Honk
them?
honk.
Oh my!
Oh, I did not mean them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Elsa's belly is so warm right now.
It's a dog, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, that sounds real creepy out of context. But like she's at my feet, and I've
Right.
got this like, I've got like a bad heel injury, and I'm absorbing all of the healing energy my dog's belly can give.
I think it can give a lot. From what I've...
Probably also absorbing her gas too.
Well,
Yeah.
I was on a call earlier for work that I had to stop and tell my coworker, damn, the dog just blew it up in this room and I'm trapped with it.
Mm-hmm. It gets swampy.
It's part of everyday life now.
We're just trying to avoid a difficult conversation. That's your excuse all the time at work.
Yeah, I'll totally change the subject with dog farts.
They're like, Amy, where's that email? And you're like, oh God, the dog farted. I'll get right back to you. Ugh.
Amy, you haven't been doing your job for days. Yeah, the dog's farting and farting and farting and...
My
I
life.
gotta leave. I'll get back to you.
Constant
Okay, hi
strain.
guys.
Hi!
So welcome back to Topicana.
How's it been? How you been?
Yes, those oranges have been not squozing for a while, so we're backed up in the Topicana
bursting.
factory.
To
So do they
bursting.
become like? Do the oranges become tender
Yeah.
to the touch and everything? Like they're just ready to burst, like a mammalian
Yeah.
response.
And some of them are rotting from inside. So we've lost a lot of oranges in the last couple weeks.
Orange, you glad this is all metaphor?
So it's my question this week, and many Topicanas ago, I've run out of questions because I think we've asked them all.
We've mined
All
quite
the
a bit.
important questions of the universe.
Yeah.
So now we
we've
just
answered.
take on whatever we're feeling.
Yeah, we've mined the Topicana. We've picked the Topicana orchard dry,
You've gotten to know us very well.
and it's also a bum crop this year. So
You're a
Could
bum
be a-
crop.
so
I like
I'm
to
going to
think
go
of it
the
as
lazy route.
an exciting detour.
Well, I guess like what's that word? That phrase?
It's the journey,
Is
not
the
the
mother-
destination.
No, what's the mother of invention?
Necessity.
Necessity. Yes.
Yes.
So we need questions. Okay. So this week I'm going to go lazy, and I'm going to Reddit in the subreddit Pop Culture Chat.
Nice.
And I'm just going to read some headlines to you, and you can give me your opinions on things.
I get a little nervous that I
Our
won't
middle-aged opinions.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of
Yes.
the fun part.
know. I won't know who
Yeah.
people are. Just
Yes, that's I think that's part of the fun of like figuring out who these people are.
okay. I'm gonna have my phone.
We are
handy.
the eldest millennials and or the youngest Gen Xers. We are Zennials, and we're so far out of. Okay, let's do this. I'm ready.
And I was debating between this subreddit or Pop Culture Chat or Filmois, but Filmois I can't really go to anymore because every commentator there is annoying the fuck out of me.
Every fucking thing on FOMOA is about Palestine right now, and I'm like,
What is
I get it,
FOMOA?
and it's a whole. Oh, I'd have to explain
It's a-
what
it's a-
Dumois is.
Yeah, just basically it's a different like pop culture subreddit, but everybody there
Very
that
political.
commentates is a virtue signaler.
It's like it's extra over there.
Like it could be like the most,
Most online people.
mild headline, and then in the comments, well, he did this a couple years ago, so it's like fuck him,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
and so like supports this, so fuck them. It's like, oh god, they did this thing 20 years ago, they can't let it go.
It's
So
yeah.
I still go there for entertainment reasons, but like Pop Culture Chat is like where I get my most of my news from nowadays.
It's like honestly the place where you like touch some grass.
Yes.
Meet some new people.
So, I guess the first thing that's been on everybody, the biggest pop culture news lately is Justin Timberlake. How do we feel about that?
Oh, you mean his DUI?
Dude cannot catch a break right now. Now
Yes.
listen, I fuck that motherfucker for driving drunk. That is awful. And you should not be doing shit like that. But damn, he is really kicked.
It's just the glee that the internet has taken in his downfall.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Like seriously, the whole Britney like really put him on blast, and that's fine. That's her life, and she's allowed to do that. But you know, I don't know that I felt completely. He was treated completely fairly in that story.
I feel like he should be criticized for driving drunk, obviously.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's all these other little things that are coming up about him that they can't let go.
Yeah.
And it's just an interesting conversation about when do you let somebody come back into public life without
Do you find it a little gross that there is that rule that exists in somebody in the collective unconscious?
Though.
There's that time though that there is this
People
thing
be
where
making
people will,
bad decisions out there right away.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, did you understand what I was saying?
Yeah, you're right. That it's kind of fucked up that there is just it's understood that you got to wait a little bit and you got to really atone.
It's just weird that it's become this ritual.
Yeah.
Is what I mean.
The no tap apology.
Yeah, where you start off with a person who is beloved, and then they have the fall, and then they have a little bit of a comeback from that first fall, which I would say with Timberlake was Janet Jackson and the wardrobe malfunction and not backing her up. So yeah, he came back from that a little bit, and people started kind of liking him again. And then all of a sudden he had a bigger fall, and people were like, I knew it the first time.
Yeah.
I knew it back then.
Yes.
I'm so cool.
Yeah.
But seriously,
They're
don't fucking drive drunk.
Yeah, they're like cancellation hipsters. Like, I canceled him first.
Right. They want to find the first incident and be like, look, here it is. I can pinpoint where things went awry.
Not understanding that you're talking about another human being that you don't know.
Right. And they have ups and downs.
Yeah, I'm just asking, like, at what point do we stop? Does the internet stop hating him? Or will they ever?
I have gone...
You know what I mean? It's
like seriously, like people will not give... No, I don't know. Britney needs to fuck up, and then maybe Justin can come back.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how she can fuck up.
She could lose a
She's
grip
pretty
on one of those
beloved right now.
knives.
Well, it's also, I feel like they're treating her like... Granted, she did go through some... like a horrific incidences.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, like, she's her own person too, and
she's not a child.
Yes.
Where's forgiveness come into this for either of them? You know, like that's a valid question, right? Like, do you forgive one another and move on?
I don't forgive him for driving drunk though.
Yeah.
And also the fucking Hamptons, like, you rich douche, like fucking figure it out.
Yeah,
and I don't really have an opinion on Justin Timberlake himself. Like, it doesn't really
either. I don't care about him.
Bother me that the internet's tearing him apart. But it's just, I'm not trying to defend a rich celebrity.
Right. And I don't mean forgiveness, like public forgiving Justin Timberlake. I mean literally the two of them as two human beings, Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake, as the wronger and the wronged party.
Mm-hmm.
Why, if they've just made amends and all this shit, would calm the fuck down. For everyone, bring some.
Well, then
peace to
everybody would hate
yourselves.
her for even deigning to forgive him, and the vicious cycle would continue.
I
But
know.
anyway,
Yeah, maybe he doesn't deserve it.
yeah.
But you know what? People are going to say the DUI proves that he doesn't deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But that's not true necessarily. No. People are fucked up.
Yeah,
everyone's a little fucked up.
I've known people who've gotten a DUI that I love and respect and trust.
Yeah,
people fuck up.
They do.
It's real fucking dangerous and real awful and real goddamn egregious when you're rich.
Yeah, but there's no excuse.
Yeah. Okay. So next topic is, next headline, celebrities that evoke a great sense of bang envy within me.
Bang
so what
envy.
celebrity has great bangs?
Oh, like hair. I thought we were talking
Yeah.
about banging. Okay.
Dude, I'm out.
I don't even know any celebrities with bangs. Hold on.
Well, the examples they give are Dakota Johnson
I guess.
Yeah, she looked good with bangs.
and Zoe Deschanel.
Oh yeah, Zoe Deschanel has nice bangs.
Javier Bardem and
Parker Posey always had nice
Yeah.
bangs.
Yeah, it's like it's not many celebrities have bangs, so this is probably a bad headline. So let's just
Yeah.
move on from that. We'll
Yep.
just say the examples that you're giving in the
And
headline.
they're the best.
Dakota Johnson has great bangs.
Sure.
She bangs.
She bangs.
Oh, we
Oh,
just saw William hung on
An episode of The Goat.
the goat.
Yeah.
If you're not watching The Goat,
So much fun.
Is he still singing?
Yeah, I mean he's just more
he
of a
most
personality.
definitely tours and makes money going to kids' birthday parties and shit, and office
Well,
office Christmas parties.
He looked healthy as shit, so
Yeah.
he's doing okay.
He's doing fine.
good for him.
He was
Yeah.
glowing.
Cameo.
Okay.
That's probably what it is.
Here's another headline. Chapel Rowan's late night debut on The Tonight Show. I don't know who this person is, but
Oh,
I see
I
her
do.
everywhere now.
She's great, actually. I just was sharing a couple of songs that I like with Freddy.
Wait, what's the name again?
Chapel Rowan. So I sent you that
Yeah.
pink pony song
Yeah, I like that.
about the stripper.
Yeah, that's a great song.
And another one is Phenomenon that I've been enjoying.
Mm.
She's new. I
So-
don't know anything about her though.
I assume she's a pop girly
Yes.
along the lines of like what?
She's-
Gaga or
No, you know what? I'm getting a little bit of well, since she's been in the news lately, Charlie XCX, very poppy.
What did Charlie XCX do?
Um
XCX.
a lot of
Hard to
stuff.
say.
Just like really good, very catchy pop.
No, I'm saying like you said she was in the headlines for like.
Oh, because she's got a new album coming out.
Yeah, she's got a new album.
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
why
all.
do I see? This is where the bad news cycles got me. I was like, what did she do?
Oh,
And
Freddy.
And it doesn't help that her name sounds like Chapel. Charlie Chapel.
Chapel.
Charlie Chapel.
But I encourage everybody. I thought she had a Cyndi Lauper-esque kind of flavor to some of the songs I was hearing. But I'm new and I don't know anything about this person other than I like those two songs.
Well, good for another pop girl you sprouting up.
Pop girlies, we live, and we die
feel-
for.
I feel Taylor Swift is fuming somewhere.
She's like, God, not another one. I must kill her.
Another one I gotta take down.
Andy, you need to understand how bad it's gotten over here. I pretty much have Folklore on repeat. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's the new antidepressants I'm on. I don't know.
No, I get it. Like
It wants
that was
Folklore.
my pandemic album
Okay.
because it came out in 2020,
Yeah.
right in fall, and it's the perfect fall album.
It really is.
And that was before I realized I hate her.
Well, yeah.
So
And he only hates her because of her association with the Chiefs.
That's it, right?
And we all hate
Yes.
the Chiefs.
you remember how Kelley called Courtney Love was it untalented murderer?
An untalented
Yeah.
murderer.
That's what
Yes,
he said.
I feel that. I feel that's my
Your
what I
untalented
call
murderer?
Taylor Swift now
An untalented
Yes.
murderer.
because
Who'd she kill?
if she didn't force the NFL to make the Chiefs win the Super Bowl,
Oh.
the Chiefs wouldn't have had that parade, and that lady wouldn't have got shot at the
Oh
parade.
my God.
That's
So-
that's a long way to a guilt trip.
Dude, you know what else? Those dudes that froze to death in their buddy's backyard because they overdosed. It was a Chiefs
What?
playoff game. They went to a
was
Chiefs
it?
playoffs game, and it was that real crazy cold one. Was
Yeah.
that the Dolphins? Did they play the Dolphins? I don't remember who played who, but it was these Chiefs fans. And then they go back to their buddy's place after the game, and he wakes up next day, and everybody's like, "Where are your friends?" He's like, "I don't know." And they find him dead in his backyard later.
Yeah, that was really
So there's even more
There's
blood
more
on Taylor
deaths.
Swift's hand.
had the same name as a friend of mine too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Eee. Okay, let's move on from the pop girlies and let's see. Princess Kate wishes Prince William a happy 42nd birthday on Instagram with a new photo of the future king with his kids.
Okay. He is
And there's a
really looking like shit
yeah.
lately.
It's just I'm not sure what's going on with the royal family, but I just know that Kate has been out of the public eye, and
We
people
love
are
Kate.
all these conspiracy theories around her cancer diagnosis.
Yeah, I think it was just a really nosy people pushing too hard to get too much information.
But there were like some theories that she died and there's a body double going around and all these other things.
That's a lot of, and especially female celebrities. I feel like that's the most I hear about. Katy Perry, Avril Lavigne died, and now she has a new person is playing her. You know what I mean?
What a weird trend.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And it's always seems to be about women celebrities.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's kind of a fun imagination game, though. Just to be like,
That Katy-
whoa, what if?
Katy Perry is Jean Bonnet, though, is still my all-time fave.
I think it's because maybe women can just throw a wig on and people think they look a lot like each other.
That's what it is.
Wasn't there a movie? I think it was a movie where the lead singer of the band died and they got a look-alike to replace it. Was that Rockstar?
Yeah. Sort of.
So,
no.
One of those movies like that.
No.
But that's a cool, I mean, it's always kind of a neat idea that you could, if a celebrity,
you could replace them.
you could just replace them to protect because they generate so much cash.
Do you think it's ever happened?
Oh, I don't know. There was rumors that
I know Saddam Hussein did it, but
that Elvis and his brother. There's those rumors that his brother didn't die and that they somehow swapped out. There's crazy shit everywhere.
That's probably a good segue to what I'm going to talk about. Because guess what? Who's a doppelganger? It's me.
You're a doppelganger?
You are?
When did
the real Andy was killed years ago?
Can we ask you questions?
No, they uploaded his own memories into my brain. So
oh,
know
okay.
everything.
That was really my only question. Thank you.
The old Andy can tolerate dairy.
What did they do with his brains?
It's in a jar somewhere floating with some wires coming out of it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay. Where's that thing I saw about Ben Affleck? Oh, he said he had trouble being in the spotlight because of Jennifer Lopez, which is interesting to me because he's been in the spotlight forever.
The man is thirsty. Get the fuck out of here. How many pap walks did we see with him and Ana de Armas during the pandemic? The dude is not afraid of a goddamn paparazzi.
What a strange thing to say.
Because we got to tear J-Lo down. It's our turn to tear J-Lo down for being too ambitious.
She's like the in the internet's eyes, the male equivalent of Justin Timberlake. They're taking glee.
They hate her.
They're
right
taking
now.
glee in her downfall.
Do you think that Ben Affleck was like on in his life was maybe in a slowing down mode and was ready to kind of settle down?
Could be.
Does that
It's
happen
probably like
with people like Ben Affleck? I don't know.
I think he's probably our age. I think it's probably like a midlife crisis.
Yeah, I
And
wonder about that.
Freddie knows something about that. I was all the way over there.
Yeah, Amy's experimenting with where she has her camera.
Yeah.
And that whole thing with Bennifer 2.0.
Yeah.
I think it's cute.
It is interesting how they're like, I don't know, reveling again in somebody's relationship downfall.
Miserable people.
Leave them alone. I'm just such a fan of Ben Affleck that I am a fan of Bennifer.
Yes, I love that couple because they just seem so opposite.
I know. It's like a real life, like opposites attract kind of like romance novel.
And it's also a callback to A Gentler Time from Bennifer 1.0.
Yes, Andy. Back when life made sense.
That's interesting because that really makes a lot of sense. You've cracked something for me.
I think so.
I think I understand more what this means to you on an emotional level now because it did represent a different time to you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not about them. It's just about where you were the first time they were together.
Maybe. That's probably part of it.
Nostalgia.
Yeah. For someone else's relationship. Or is it more for like the era?
I guess I don't know how to explain it to you, but I guess it's just some girly notion that I have of a happily ever after kind of thing.
I mean, it's glamorous, I think.
Yeah, that too. It's like, it feels like old Hollywood a little.
Yeah, I like that about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you. I was rooting for him too.
Those crazy kids.
Just because they both seem like okay people. Like
No.
they've been.
Well,
they
she
both been
needs to
through
just
some
loosen
stuff.
the fuck up. Eat some bread.
Who am I to judge?
No, for me, it's like I kind of like her grandiose delusions.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me.
She's a diva. Her and Mariah, man.
She won't eat bread. Is that what you said?
I mean, I've always read that she has an extremely strict diet. No alcohol, no sugar,
Yeah.
no anything.
No fun.
Right.
That's what. No Sour Patch Kids ever. Personal pan pizzas.
And you know how much her husband loves Duncan.
Oh my God, Duncan's really good. I don't really care.
Oh,
They
I feel
want
that.
shit on Duncan.
You think he has to sneak around with Duncan, like
Yeah.
eat in the garage or something like that?
He has to have a whole other house that they bought just for him
Yeah.
to eat sugar in.
When are him
And
and
she's
Matt,
like-
Matt Damon just gonna tie the knot?
Their balloon nut.
The balloon knot. I feel like they belong together.
I don't. I think they're very good friends, and that's okay.
I think they should go ahead
As
and just take
platonic
it to
friends.
the next level.
Maybe one time they jerked each other off. Whatever. They
Yeah.
were just experimenting.
I feel, men can be friends without having a supposed relationship around it.
Yeah, Freddy.
There's such a deep.
Who's your best friend?
It's very regressive of you, Freddie.
I'm thinking
An actual gay man.
I'm thinking roommates,
Live.
like a deep roommate life partner.
Deep.
But Matt Damon has a family, right? And then Uncle Ben's just gonna be a weird dude.
Oh, Ben has kids too. He has a family and kids still.
If Uncle Ben is.
But I thought his kids were grown. Are they little?
No.
Well, they're older,
Teens.
but I don't think they're like.
Why do I know
Children,
this? They're like
children.
in their teens.
Well,
maybe.
it's because he had them with Jennifer Garner,
Yeah, the dude likes Jennifer.
and so like that was a while
It's
ago.
been
So
a
they're like
minute.
teens now.
teens. Teen dream.
Okay, here's something Amy would appreciate. It says appreciation post for Charlie's Angels, 2000s.
Yes, those are some shitty fun movies.
This is one of the things I like about Pop Culture Chat on Reddit. It's just these. Remember this?
Yep.
Yeah,
And they
that's
just
fun.
post something. And it's just these like old photos from the movie and the premieres and stuff. It's like it was a really good series.
You know what
I
they
feel.
should do? They should bring those back for one of those retro movie nights
Oh, that'd be
because
interesting.
they're fun to watch in the theater. That's where I
Yeah.
first saw them and fell in love with how just zany and the action was so well directed.
Yeah,
So, was that a Mick G though?
it was McG.
Yeah, we're supposed. He's not a good person.
Oh, is he not a
right?
good guy?
What did he do now?
I don't know. It could be. I could be wrong. I could be
Does
thinking
it
Brett Ratner and McGee's fine. I
you
don't
feel it?
know.
It just sounds like a cancelable name.
McG. Yeah.
You know,
Freddie
I feel
Google
like
Mick G allegations.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay.
it's like you hear like Puff Daddy or P Diddy or Dr. Luke and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's along the lines of those names. Like
It's a little bit anonymous because you think you're
Mhm.
like, well, you want to be anonymous because you're committing crimes. I think why you feel that way on some level.
You're out here criming.
You're like, oh, Mick G, is that what your mama named you? Huh? Mick G. He's like a Swedish dude, right?
No,
Oh, no?
I don't think so.
I thought he was.
What were you,
I always
okay.
thought it sounded like something from McDonald's.
Who are
Oh,
we?
yeah.
We're appreciating these movies, and I think if you've never seen them, you should. Or if you were like, pshaw, I encourage you.
They're
to go back and
they're
have
way
fun.
over the top. I mean, like the
Loosen
second
up.
one is kind of
No, it's terrible, but I
Yeah.
love it.
yeah.
I'm not unaware of what's wrong with it.
I love the first one quite a bit, and the second one I remember
Helen
being kind of
Zass,
disappointed.
get out of here. That's fucking funny.
Yeah, the second one had Crispin Glover in it.
Yeah, was it
That
Demi
was
Moore
fun.
Was the second one, right?
He was
Yeah.
in the.
It was either
Yeah.
the first one or the
He
second
was in
one.
the first.
He's in
I thought that
both,
was.
isn't he?
I don't remember.
I think he's in both.
It's been
of
a
them.
while.
Crispin Glover is the thin man kind
Yeah.
of character. Yeah. Because in the
It's got
first
his-
one, he's like a bad guy in the first one, then he's in love with her in the second, right?
I don't.
And he's like,
yeah,
protecting
maybe.
her and
See,
stuff.
it's time for me to go back.
See,
Yeah, I
I
should-
know
We
your
have to
movie
go
better than you
back,
do.
Freddie.
Yeah.
I need to stop trying to remember things.
Yeah.
Oh, Silent
work out well.
Rage, the Chuck Norris Silent Rage movie was on last night, and just on Tubi or wherever
Pluto.
on Pluto.
Pluto.
And and I had forgotten that almost entirely. Do you remember we covered that for the show years ago? And I'm like
Sort of.
most of that movie is just not in there anymore in my brain at all.
Okay.
A lot of things are gone
Yeah.
from my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Okay. here's something that I think Amy would like because it's messy. Billy Ray Cyrus shares alleged note and text from Fire Rose, claims she begged him to take him back days after divorce.
I read that shit.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Billy Cyrus, he got married to some chick named Fire Rose,
Some like 20-year-old chick.
Yeah.
and
Who was
they
clearly
got
marrying
divorced
him.
within 8 months or something like that.
Isn't she alleging some abuse?
Yes.
What I read.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So he's saying,
So-
well, why would you want to be with me? And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you've never looked up battered woman syndrome, have you?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it's pretty clear she's probably gold digging. Doesn't negate the fact that he might be abusing her. That is still awful and wrong, and he should pay for that. I don't know what happened.
Both things can be true.
But both things can
Yes.
be true.
He looks like Rob Zombie now.
Yeah.
Have you noticed?
Does he? I've only read headlines. I haven't seen pictures.
Oh my god,
of him.
he transformed into Rob. Him and Rob Zombie are looking
Does he
like the same
have-
dude.
Does he have dreads?
He has dreadlocks now.
He has braids.
Oh no.
He has braids, but everything else, that's about where he drew the line.
Oh,
Because he probably did the
my.
braids just so that he'd be like, I don't want people to think I'm Rob
Wait,
Zombie.
so who went with him versus who went with the mom? I think Miley stuck with her
the
mom.
kids?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
And
Noah
I think is neutral. Well, she can't be neutral because her mom married her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. That's weird.
I can't keep up.
Nor
Yeah,
should you.
I just love trash.
Me too. It is just it's so
I'm
nice.
sure that it's not nice for the people going through it, but they're not real people because
put
they're
their-
celebrities.
Don't put your shit out there.
It's just interesting how like
I'm
in
here for
this
the
day
mess.
and age that people can knowing that everything's going to be exposed because you can't keep secrets anymore. It's the
No.
age of the internet, how messy they continue to be.
Just assume that somebody's gonna post your fucking text later. Somebody's gonna post your voicemail later. Somebody's gonna send your email out later.
Amy, your new camera is amazing. You look so
Yeah.
lifelike on the screen right now.
I'm a human, real life human.
Yeah.
Lifelike is because I am like life.
It's just like you're in the
I'm
room.
actual life.
It's really good.
I am in the room with you.
You're in the same room with me, but I'm looking at the monitor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then I noticed, I was like, oh, wow, I noticed a big difference.
Hey, Andy, I had to get a new phone because I can't read my tiny ass little phone.
Oh, so you
anymore.
got one of them big phones now.
I
Yeah.
got one of them big ones.
And that's the camera
Did-
she's using, and it's like 1,000 times better than last time.
Is it? Do you stick with an iPhone?
It is an iPhone 14 Plus because my eyeballs are quitting on me.
So how does it feel to adjust to a bigger phone?
Really good, actually, because I needed it. It's real sad how bad my eyesight's starting to get. And
Yeah, like I'm talking about like feeling your hand and
no,
stuff.
I honestly, I'm going to be real with you. Is this relatable? Some of my new antidepressant medication to help me through this hard time in my life makes me a little clumsy.
Same.
And it affects me being able to hold my phone. And that I had a 12 mini and it was just too small for me to hold effectively.
And I would be like, hold the phone.
And
And
I
Amy would be
couldn't.
like, okay.
I can't, I'm shaking a little bit. I got a tremor.
Did you get a case for it already? Please tell
No,
me you
not
did.
yet.
Oh God.
I
careful.
forgot to
you
do
know-
that at the same time.
These new ones, man, they're fucking indestructible.
I'm going to throw it at a brick
Sure,
wall.
okay. Okay.
You really don't need. I have a case just because I'm overprotective, but I don't believe I really need it. But also, I'm one of those guys.
Says
that-
the man right
I'm-
before his downfall.
Right. That's why I have it. This is the
You
bare
have-
minimal case.
Yeah, phone hubris.
I do.
Ah, yes. And I will have phone schadenfreude. I won't because then we have to pay for it.
If I could afford a new phone, I would not have a case on this one. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Did we learn nothing from that Titanic disaster?
Nothing
This
at
is
all.
unsinkable. And this phone has 2 lifeboats, which is more than you would need. Because look at it. A single person couldn't even use this as a boat.
Couldn't even.
Couldn't even use the phone itself as a boat. So the 2 lifeboats are really, when you think about it, overkill. Safest phone on the market.
I just know some people that just walk around recklessly without a case. And
I know. I don't understand those people.
it's more about me than anything.
You
I'm
think
sure,
about
but,
Brandon? I remember the
Brandon
gas.
and Nathan.
We've been brainwashed.
And Nathan too.
Yeah.
My boss at work, and I have been brainwashed into thinking I need a case. I'm sorry. It's probably a big case. It's big phone case propaganda.
Seeing another human being's unprotected phone makes me long for human contact.
Too intimate.
Again. No, I want to be in the room with a person again.
Well, it's because I just dropped my phone the other day and it cracked my screen protector. So that goes to show you
It
that
shows to
things
go,
can
yeah.
crack.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
I'm just saying. Get a case, Amy.
I am. It's on its way tomorrow.
Good. Okay, here's one that's has some local interest. Jodie Comer wearing Gabriella Hearst to the LA premiere of The Bike Riders.
Oh, The Bike Riders was filmed here.
Yes.
It's that biker
I'm gonna
movie.
see that. I'm gonna go see that next week if you guys are interested.
I might be. It looks goofy as fuck, and I'm in.
Do we know anybody that worked
I don't
on
know.
it at all? I wonder.
Yeah, I'm planning on going to a Tuesday showing if you guys are
That's what it's
interested in that.
What's it about?
That biker. Remember we saw the trailer.
Oh, that
Austin
movie.
Butler and Tom
Yeah,
Hardy.
it's the one with Tom
Dude,
Hardy's
yes.
goofy accent.
That
Yeah.
looks like a blast. I'm in 100% for that.
100%, man.
100%.
It was just because
I don't know
Cincinnati.
who Jodie Comer is.
Yeah, I don't know who she is. I see her name around a lot,
Yeah.
but I
Wasn't
don't
she
know.
in Killing Eve?
I don't know, Freddie. We just said we don't know who she is.
I think she was in Killing
Was she
Eve. She was
Eve?
the killer, the
Oh.
assassin lady.
But I bring
pretty
that just
sure.
because Amy said it was filmed in Cincinnati, and Cincinnati's love anytime they're in the headlines.
I'm going to watch it just so I can see glimpses of places I know.
Exactly. I mean, we still talk about Rain Man.
This city cannot stop talking about Rain Man. 'Cause they
Like,
were
there's
in
the
it.
bridge. It's the bridge.
We all know that bridge.
Yeah, Villanelle. That was the character's name.
Fontanelle.
She played on Killing Eve.
So, yeah, go Cincinnati.
Go
We have
Cincinnati.
We have a booming film industry right now,
We do.
partially thanks to our friend John Wagner. So good for him.
Yes, John D. Wagner. Also, they's going to be filming that Superman movie here.
You got to give a big thank you to Emilio Estevez, too. He
Yeah.
brings a lot of work here.
They're going to film at the Hall of Justice
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
in town because that's what
The
Hall
Union
of Justice
Terminal. Cincinnati's Union Terminal.
was based on that.
Yeah, the Hall of Justice
Yeah.
from DC's Super Friends. It's based on Cincinnati's Union
Now,
Terminal.
what I know from the announcement was that they were they wanted real law enforcement types. They needed police officer extras, and they were going to be filming at the museum center. So it's, I think, like some sort of cop thing is going to go down there. So now we have a spoiler for the movie.
Cool.
You've been spoiled.
What? There's law enforcement in a superhero movie?
And the Hall of Justice will be in it.
Neat. I hope the Wonder Twins turn up. I
And-
would love a gentler turn
and
from
twins.
DC.
Yeah, well, Shane's
Okay.
got it. We're going to see.
Shazam was pretty gentle.
Here's an interesting. Kevin Costner denies Jewel dating rumors. She's
Well, way to
everything
be
you might
boring.
think, but it just hasn't happened. So apparently Kevin Costner dated Jewel for a
Well,
while.
or didn't.
That
Or
was
did.
He's denying it, right?
No, I'm just bringing it up just because I don't know what an unlikely couple it is, but in my mind they are.
I mean, honestly, it's the most interesting thing about Kevin Costner. So you really just shot yourself in the foot, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't you just say though when you read that he denied it, or did he?
Is that important to you?
Yeah,
He's denied. Well, yeah, because
well,
didn't he just get divorced too?
Does that mean that means he can date?
He is blowing it up though, because he like quit. He's like basically went on a fucking tirade for what is he, 80 years
I
old?
think he might be an asshole.
And he just went on a fucking tear through what he quit. Right? He quit the job.
What job?
The show, the big show.
Oh, Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. I think he quit, right? And then he got divorced.
I don't know.
And then he's hooking up with Jewel. Apparently,
Maybe
huh?
not, maybe.
He's just tearing in. Is he dying?
No, he's just been married for some odd
Yeah.
years, and now
Yeah.
he's looking to fuck.
Oh, okay.
I think he's just a white man with a lot of money.
I'm trying to figure out why he quit that show though,
Maybe he's just fucking sick of working.
or they didn't like him. I think he was like a Chevy Chase
I heard
type.
that he was kind of an asshole,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's why I'm saying that the coolest thing about you would be that you might have dated Jewel.
But that's just a rumor, and we don't know shit.
We don't know nothing, baby.
But it sure is fun to talk about other people's problems.
Better than mine.
I Love that.
But good for people dating in their late age.
Yeah, get you some. Get it
Speaking
wet.
of Kevin Costner, Prince of Thieves, Robin Hood. I still love that movie. I know it's kind of weird and terrible, but Amy and I were watching Men in Tights,
Not great.
the Mel Brooks.
I remember it being funnier. It's not great.
I always remember it being his worst in my memory.
It
It was like
is.
it's his worst work.
It is.
And it really is, man. It's
I remember
bad.
it being so much better.
In my mind, that's a low bar because I never really like Mel Brooks.
True.
Well, if you
So
really want to not like him,
I'll probably like Men in Tights just
Oh
because
my God, it'll be your favorite.
you
Yeah.
might like it because it's got some weird attempts at like
got
some hip
bad
hop
pacing.
numbers and
Awkward dialogue scenes.
Dave Chappelle.
remember there's a lot of dance numbers, right?
Yeah. I love
it's
Carrie Hill.
it's a Mel Brooks movie, so
Yeah,
you have to have dance numbers.
they're not good though.
They gotta be kicking and shit.
They're not
Yeah.
good ones. It has a couple of moments that are pretty funny, but they all do.
Okay, here's a headline that Freddy is gonna just not understand. I don't understand it either.
All right.
Jacob Sartorius reacts to JoJo Siwa's latest message to her haters.
Okay.
I don't know who Jacob Sartorius
I don't
is.
either.
I do know who the second one is.
We all
Yeah,
know who JoJo Siwa is.
Yeah, I assume he's a TikToker or a YouTuber.
Oh yeah, maybe.
These new internet celebrities.
His name is
But,
Darth Sidious.
Darth Sidious.
Jacob Sartorius.
Oh, Jacob Sartorius.
Sartorius.
But I just bring that up because JoJo Siwa was in the headline and she's going through an interesting phase right now,
Yeah.
which is fascinating to me.
Disney style rebellion. It's real bad.
Yeah, I
acting
love
out.
cringe.
Like it's also bordering on problem drinking, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh,
But hey, when you're
Well,
21,
classic.
Well, remember Miley Cyrus's Bangers era, Freddie?
this is so much more cringy though.
Yeah, I equate to. I just giving Freddie a
okay.
yeah.
like a comparison.
This is
but
my on ramp. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's you remember like she was on the MTV Movie Awards shaking her
And
her ass.
People were putting that picture
Lollipop
of
in
chicken
her
out,
mouth.
a chicken,
Yeah.
and making fun of her.
But like it's a thing with like Disney celebrities. They finally become adults and
yeah,
not just Disney child celebrities, and then they have to prove themselves as being adult and going a little too far with it.
yeah.
And with JoJo Siwa, it feels like a child's idea of
Yes.
what rebellion looks like.
Like a 13-year-old that
Yeah.
only ever been to like church camp.
Yeah.
Their
looks like-
idea.
she looks like if Strawberry Shortcake came to life. Not Strawberry Shortcake, Rainbow Bright. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yes. That's her idea of rebelling.
It's like
This-
shooting rainbows out of her chest.
This silver jumpsuit that has like rainbows on it
Yeah.
and glitter in her hair still.
It's kind of an adorable rebellion.
It's cringe.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
adorable. I'm not mad at her, but it's cringe.
Yeah.
But like,
'Cause-
weren't we all?
Because I can't imagine what it was like to have my 20s filmed. Because I remember when I came out of the closet, I went a little too hard, and it's very cringy.
Mesh everything.
Well,
Yes.
I feel like that'd be the human reaction to being like that. Everybody would want to overreact the
Bursting
other direction.
out
Yeah.
into the sunshine.
Yeah, it's
But
like being
just
in
the
a
way that
slingshot.
just the way JoJo Siwa's doing it, it's very her idea of rebelling is just saying, "Hey, I'm drinking. I'm swearing now."
I put my middle finger up. Yeah.
It's like I'm talking about all my girlfriends and what do I do in bed. and
She
stuff
is
like that.
a pioneering sort with the being a lesbian and like being out so young. I think that is for her demographic, that was pretty ballsy. I mean, she was like from Dance Moms and shit. Like it's very like
Yeah, it's like very homeschool kid.
Yeah.
They're very sheltered and they don't realize how
lame they are.
cringy they are because they don't. Well, she doesn't have like real. She never had a childhood really.
She's
and
like an Amish
interactions
kid
with
on Rumspringa.
real people. Yeah, it's from Spring.
It's a Rumspringa.
I always
what's
imagine her
that-
with Kool-Aid stains on her face. And then I have to
And a
see a
milk
picture
mustache.
of her, and then
It's her-
you know, I'm like, oh no,
Imagine her hands are always sticky.
right, her hands are always sticky. You know, you don't want. She wants you to try stuff she's making. You're like, no, honey, I don't want anything in my mouth that you've been.
Yeah,
handling.
it doesn't
Her
help
hands are
that she has
sticky.
like a naturally gravelly voice.
Yeah.
So it seems like that is kind of a put on too.
Yeah.
Eh.
It's all
She gets
very
toddler energy,
calculated.
I guess.
But yeah, she went from toddler to like, I'm drinking at Disney World. I was like, bitch, I invented getting drunk
Yeah.
at Disney World.
Well, it's like that. There's videos of her drinking around the world at Epcot, and she's wearing a highwayman safety vest, like this orange,
Oh my Lord.
like safety vest,
Oh my Lord.
and like big, like Jinko jeans almost,
Oh
and
my Lord.
and boots.
I kind of the weirdness of it all.
know what? Do your
appeals
thing, girl.
to me a little bit because it is clearly like something that's so against what I want out of anything that I respect it for it being. It's so not for me.
It's so wrong.
that,
It's right.
Yeah,
That I recognize its value in being the inverse of something I want. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, wow, there's somebody out there who is exactly the opposite of me that would love this. Would love every minute of
Yeah.
it.
Every gosh darn minute.
That's my understanding of.
yeah. I'm not
of-
trying to say like bully her online, but just take it in and talk about her with your friends about her.
Silly.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that's the.
Yeah, don't
just
say a
the right
goddamn word to
thing.
her. You let her do her thing.
Remember,
Yeah.
She's
remember how
beautiful
weird
in her cringe.
everybody thought Beck was super weird
hurting anybody.
when we were
Well, he is a
teenagers.
Scientologist.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, but they thought, you know,
Yeah.
like they didn't recognize that maybe he was making a contribution at all because he was so strange.
Right.
You know, adults. And I wonder if I'm looking at JoJo Siwa with that same
Hey.
critical eye.
I give it up to her. She's a smart cookie. I know
Yeah.
that much. And she's very business minded, and she's like,
And
Do we really
she's-
know though?
I
Well,
do
she's-
though.
True.
she's keeping her name in the headlines, and that's
Yeah.
a celebrity thing, just
Yeah.
to keep your name out there.
I
Donald
listened
Trump
to her.
did
It's
all of these
working.
same things.
I did listen to an interview with her, funnily enough, and you can all make fun of me if you'd like.
Yeah.
But Tom Sandoval from Vanderpump Rules has a podcast called Everybody Loves Tom. And I have listened to a handful of episodes, one of those being JoJo Siwa, because they were on some reality show, competition show together. And she's got a good head on her shoulders. Do I care for the art she creates? No. But she's talented and she's got a good head on her shoulders.
Yeah, I feel like these child celebrities that grow into adults, they're very mature in some ways, but immature in all the other ways too.
Yes.
It's an interesting dichotomy they have.
Oh, I really highly recommend if you're interested in that subject, the Billie Eilish documentary that's on. I think it's on Apple
We
Plus.
gotta let the like early 20s kids fuck up. They're just
Yeah.
gonna and just like give them grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said,
They
like
didn't
we
kill
all
anybody. It's fine.
went through that, but it's just fun to watch them.
Right.
Who
But
doesn't
I
love
want to
cringe?
laugh a little,
Well,
please.
Yeah.
Just
but
to myself.
The weird thing about it is, and that's one of the reasons I brought up that Billie Eilish documentary, is her generation, this youngest generation of adults, is aware of all that stuff.
She's not even the youngest.
They know,
Well,
they
adults,
expect the backlash at the beginning of their careers. They're like, oh, I wonder when the backlash is going to happen.
Because they've seen it. They
Because
know
they've
it.
been
It's been
seen it, they've been
defined.
part of it maybe.
Before they were born, we defined it.
Yeah.
Well, it's always like that cycle. Like celebrities get too big, and we have to tear them down because we can't let them get too big. God
Can't let
forbid.
'em.
Yeah.
They'll reach the brass ring and they'll take all the goodies.
You can't have that.
No more brass rings for anybody.
Yeah,
I never got one of those.
Yeah,
I never got one of those at the on the merry-go-round.
it seems dangerous.
Yeah.
It was. Well, I'm very short too, so it's a long reach for me.
Yeah, and it feels
Short
like
king alert.
Yeah.
to encourage
Andy.
someone to lean off of a ride vehicle, actively lean off of it, just is a wild concept these days. But they still have them on a lot of
Yeah.
them. It's like, here,
And you
lean
know-
out, grab this thing.
Not like you got to keep it either. It's just a brass ring. What are you going to do with it?
Shut up your butt.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think that's a good place to wrap up because Freddy and Amy need to get going.
I do
It's
have,
their anniversary today.
it's our anniversary.
Yeah, 21 years.
21 whole years, just like JoJo Siwa.
Yeah.
Our marriage is 21
Oh,
years old.
It's so cringy.
Cringe and cringe.
You guys gonna go a little too hard.
We're going to
rebelling.
that restaurant that we went to with you around Christmas time.
Remember that restaurant? Andy?
Meritage.
Oh, it was like a house basically.
Yeah, by
Yeah, that's
railroad
nice.
Oh,
tracks.
Yeah, it's real
Yeah.
cute. Yeah.
On the right side of the tracks. Don't worry.
We're gonna go have ourselves a nice meal, and I
Boy.
don't have to do any dishes.
Well, you kids have fun.
Thank you, Andy.
Don't be careful. Don't pull the Timberlake.
A Timberlake? Oh no. Well, I don't drink, so no worries.
What's your anniversary?
Oh, it's true. We might have
Yeah.
a little champagne.
There might be something.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening. and bye.
Bye.
Bye.